On this episode of Coastal by Design, we're restoring this rustic farmhouse table and converting it into this gorgeous and functional kitchen island prep table.
First things first, we're going to get this thing washed, get this old latex paint off, get it good and cleaned, get it sanded, and see what we're working with. And I want to get this off before I start sanding because I don't want to gum up my sandpaper. And then also after I get this residue off, I'm going to just wash it with some degreaser. There's a couple spots where there's little gouges and stuff like that. I'm going to actually try to preserve that because I want to keep it looking rustic. I've got 80 grit sandpaper here. If I had 40 or 60, I'd probably start with that just to make these things go a little bit quicker. Sanding. False alarm. Here we go. I'd still rather do this than deal with that gummy paint finish stripper nonsense that's goopy and takes forever to clean up all your tools. We just got done saying how we don't want to use stripper on this because it makes a gummy mess, and it does. But we got tired last night. And because we got tired and we knew we were going to go in the house for probably 10, 12 hours before he came back out, we decided to let some stripper do the work. So we got the stripper on here, got it mostly stripped off.
So what are you doing with the chisel?
This right here, if you can come down, you can see right here, this was chunked out pretty bad. And we were going to leave it on account of, you know, the table's rustic. Basically what we decided to do is go ahead and graft in a piece of wood right here. And this being pine, we went down to the Home Labyrinth down there and got ourselves a piece of premium pine. This needs to be trimmed up so that you can see it a little better. But the grain pattern loosely matches the grain pattern once I set this in right here.
Right.
These will all kind of match. And I'm going to cut this to fit right in there, orientated like this with this grain pattern, and then glue this into place right here, clamp it,
okay,
sand it all down, and hope no one notices. We are exactly 7/8. All right, we're back after 3 attempts and getting it just slightly wrong. This third one looks like it's going to work fine. Don't mind that pencil line will throw your eye a little bit, but what we have here is pretty much a matching of the grains. It should be close enough. And then once this will be a little bit proud, so a little high on all ends where I can sand it down after it's glued into place. And then if you come over here to the side, you'll see that the grains will line up.
Guys, we are a brand new channel and we're on a race to 1,000. If you got some value out of this video, please give us a like, consider subscribing, and if you have any comments on how we can make the channel better, please leave us a comment. We'd really appreciate that. We read all comments. Thank you again for watching.
From this angle, you almost can't even see where the graft was. That looks amazing.
So what are we going to do with the different colors there?
Okay, and there's the end. You can see how he matched up the grain of the wood. I think we should just put some tea bags on it.
Wipe it in, see what happens?
Just kind of wipe it in to see if we can get that portion a little bit darker, so when it comes time to staining, we don't have that contrast. So Nate is rubbing the tea bag over that white pine, and it is coming out almost a perfect match. The legs had years of caked on dirt and dust. We used a simple soap and water solution to give them a good thorough cleaning.
Recap time. If you remember, we had these legs that were smushed in way too close, really not functional, couldn't really use it as a table. We've removed the bracing that was instead of these two braces that used to be the base for the table to come up. We got rid of those. Those are gone. Now we're going to add some 2x10 material to this side so that we can spread the legs out and give the legs something to adhere to. The wood for our project. Here's the 2x10 material that was discussed moments ago. This will be what braces up the legs, and it's also going to be the top of those legs over there. So there'll be a double layer. The layer that you're going to be able to see from the side of the table will get a nice finish on the edge. This is actually deck wood, and we're going to use this to build ourselves a shelf on the bottom of the legs. And then this right here will be a brace down the center. You'll see that here in a little bit, but now we're going to get to some cutting. Let's get cracking. Funny thing happened on the way to the clear coat. As we were going along, we noticed that this was popping hard with the yellows and oranges, and that is not a look that we're going for. So Suzanne had this wonderful idea to whitewash it. So that's what we're going to do. We're about 8-to-1, 8 parts water, maybe 9, not really sure. 8 parts water to 1 part paint. Here we go. We're just putting this on and then wiping it right back off. I am so glad that we went with this whitewash over the top, because I got to tell you, the orange that was popping out of here was giving us both 90s flashbacks of orange kitchen cabinets and teal Honda Accords. So now this still needs a clear coat over the top, but everything's painted, ready for assembly. The shelves are going to get screwed in from the bottom. We're going to get started on that now. Here we go. Here's where we're at. Shelf turned out pretty good. We got a few dings and some touch-up that needs to be done. But first things first, we're going to install the tabletop.
And now for the final reveal. This restoration project took way longer than we originally planned, but we love the end result. What do you think? Leave us a comment below. Thank you for watching. We are a brand new channel, and if you got value or entertainment out of this video, please like, subscribe, and share.